Hi Sagittarius moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread, mind, body, and spirit, using the melanated classic tarot deck. I just got a message that came through. To clarify those 3 cards, I will use the Egyptian tarot deck. And at the end of your reading, I will use the overall, I will do a major arcana using the golden tarot deck here. This being the clarifying deck, a message did want to come through. You have quite a few messages that are coming through for you. And so I'll speak on that, but before I do and begin your reading, would like to give honor, recognition, and thanks to Scorpio moons who are being featured in the Spotlight series for this round of readings. Them supplying a beautiful energy with the moon being debilitated in Scorpio. I feel a lot of the Scorpio moons from the tribe have really overcome everyone from the tribe. It all being in these readings as of late here. Really standing up for oneself, staying in truth, staying in integrity, and surrendering to the universe. And this being a beautiful time for this, with the balsamic moon phase being the current phase of the moon. This also being waning crescent energy, where the illumination of the moon is at 3%. But the Scorpio moon energy that's been shared with me has sent this beautiful supportive assistance of sharing the moon placements with each of the readings. So not only sharing, but expanding and learning from this too as well. But really having that knowledge and that wisdom when it comes to the moon from within you, that moon energy from within you. With me doing moon sign readings, which I think is even more fabulous. But this also being a design purpose for myself here, following my guidance and being a spiritual leader and also an energy healer, where I do feel a lot of you who are magnetized towards me, which I do feel is a distinct few, being a part of this energy to help others, healing self, but then also in the process of that, going out into the world just with your aura and being great healers. So with that, the traditional information that I normally leave for the zodiacs, I will leave for Scorpio moons in the description box for you to check that out. If you know any Scorpio moons, do send them some love. And the main message here being from Scorpio moons is to really truly let the moon be your guide. I did find a couple of really neat and cool things doing some research for the balsamic moon, so I'll share what I'm guided to share, and then I'll also do the reading for this card here, coming from the Moonology Oracle card deck. The energy of the balsamic moon phase is stimulated by sound and hearing, inner and outer. The inner voice whispers suggestions regarding the future. The struggle with surrender can produce confusion, which threatens to engulf and carry over into the next cycle. Liberation from the past must be attained in order to begin anew with consciousness and clarity. The function of this phase is to clear out the old patterns in preparation for a new cycle. Some astrologers suggest that balsamic births are a karmic finishing up lifetime for bringing to a close unfinished business from prior incarnations. Whatever moon phase we're born under, we share an imperative to deal with past karma, to right wrong imprints left by a string of past lives. And those born in balsamic moon phases frequently go through a series of intense, short-lived relationships. These are rendezvous with past life partners with whom the karmic scales need balancing. Once this occurs, however, neatly or mysteriously, the relationship can dissolve as suddenly as it began. And so I do feel with that energy that may resonate for some of you, if not a lot of you. And that's just being a part of the energy and having that awareness. And I do feel that this message here, coming out in this way across the board here, is connected to that and the releasing of certain soulmates. And I'm also picking up this being this being a particular energy, but being about more than one person when it comes to your life here. This person being a copycat, one who has benefited off of your sunlight energy in order to gain some kind of material wealth. Even if not material, there being some kind of benefit. But with that pentacle being there and this being a pentacle card, gaining money in some kind of way connected to your light that was being provided with your kindness and your care and your overall genuine presence and aura, which I do feel for a lot of you is very abundant. But this being an immature energy, the knave energy, this being a knave of pentacles, is more about immaturity. I'm not getting this being about a child. I'm getting this being more about the action that's taking place here in this card, connected to the cards that came out while I was shuffling the clarifying deck for your reading here. So we have the Sun card here, with this being a card of 19, breaking down to either an 8 or an overall 10, coming down to a 1, speaking to a new beginning here. That is on the horizon. I feel this is the transitioning phase here with the balsamic moon phase and the cycles coming to a close. This being right before the world card. We're also right before judgment. Judgment being 20. The world card being a card of 21. So with that 8 energy, we also have 8 energy with this 5 and this 3 coming together, where I do feel that your power, your strength, your purity, and healing and surrendering to the universe has been a part of a rebirth process for you, but also you being an illuminator when it comes to 5 of Wands energy that you've dealt with, 3 of Swords energy, and this being the energy between you and another person here, another soulmate that I do feel you are surrendering to the universe and releasing, no longer taking part. I don't feel that you are a part of a 5 of Wands to begin with. I feel that this is the energy that was brought to you by this particular energy here, due to the immaturity energy that's also coming through here too. This person probably being stuck with some kind of childhood trauma and not being healed from this energy, and that being a part of the reason of utilizing and feeding off of your energy in order to gain, rather than healing themselves and doing their own internal work and the necessary work to build themselves up and to gain their own power and strength to be able to bring in their own abundance. So this being a part of this energy here too as well, with the 5 of Wands being about competition, also about fighting, this being fire energy here, your energy, and then also Leo. We have Leo here with the Sun, and then Aries and a Fucus energy. I could go more in depth with the colors, but I don't feel that's relevant to the overall message that just simply wanted to come out. But you overall gaining prosperity and your rightful abundance because of the heartache and pain that you have experienced with this 5 of Wands and this 3 of Swords. 5s being about transformation. 5s may be significant for you. The month of May may also be significant. This is also more Leo energy. So strong Leo energy that's coming through, where I do feel that is very much connected to past life energy. With the 3 of Swords, this being air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This being about third-party situations. Someone feeling the need to act a certain way in order to fit into a particular group that they didn't even belong in, where they weren't accepted or treated kindly or with respect, and taking that energy and projecting it, I feel, onto you by the action, again, of what's taking place here and what I was picking up on. The Three of Swords also being about betrayal, backstabbing. This, again, I'm seeing the sword here, you being the sword of truth, being elevated, rising above situations when it comes to others that have brought this energy towards you here. And coming after this Three of Swords is the Four of Swords of healing, where I do feel that you have gone through that process. Seeing the energy of the white here connected to the purity. I did not mention connection to Scorpio moons and the rose energy here with the white, but that being a part of that energy connected to Cancer as well, with the moon being the ruler of Cancer. And this being applicable to all of the signs with that white energy. But most importantly, I feel for Scorpio moons where the moon is debilitated in the sign of Scorpio. But roses also being very healing and being about a seed planted and the beauty that can come from that seed when it is nurtured, when it's taken care of, when it's watered, when it's given sunlight, and the unstoppable force of that growth. It even building with those thorns, having those thorns of protection, no matter what comes its way, and being able to grow from the darkness, rising towards the light. And that's what I'm getting here. So I do feel there's a significance of overcoming here. And that message wanted to come through with this illumination of what it is that you have gone through and what it is that you are also bringing to light by being in your truth here. But the result of what it is that you've gone through, bringing in prosperity for you with the energy of 8 and the energy of 8. So you may be seeing 88. That's also Lionsgate energy of August 8th. So that could have been very transformative energy for you during that time. Whether it be this year or last year is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's get this shuffled here. We'll do 5 for that 5 of Wands for this deck, and then 3 for the other deck for that 3 of Swords. And I do hear, I'm just hearing it's very unfortunate because when you do come into contact with your soulmates in this lifetime, and again, it's related to this balsamic moon energy and the opportunity to come together to do that equal exchange, but also to complete those karmas. And I feel with your energy, a part of the issue for a lot of the soulmates you may have come into contact with is the issue of releasing and letting go, just because of how special it is that you are and what it is that you bring to the table, which I do feel is highly unique and very rare. And your infamous energy coming right through here with this gold shine here and the 9 of Pentacles. We'll just sit on that glow for a second here, but this being an Empress energy here. And the Minor Arcana. You having it all, being very stable, balanced, beautiful, graceful, overcoming, having gone through a lot. And being successful in movement forward, being a fighter, being strong, super powerful, doing the necessary work that it takes in order to get to this point here. I'm seeing this energy of that Knave of Pentacles being here in this snail, where there's slow movement in that reciprocity coming underneath the 6 of Pentacles, that having to do with breadcrumbing. So taking from you and not giving back. Also being deceptive there too. So that being toxic energy as well. But this person definitely, I feel that, you know, they adore you as much as they don't want to admit it. And they may not have said it to you. They may act in a way with that immaturity energy that comes off as if they, you know, completely dislike you. But I'm just getting they really want to be like you. And not just being a part of that childhood trauma, and not realizing their own self-value and worth, and that what they have from within themselves and what it is that they can deliver to the world is a part of what is the gift that they've been given for them to share, and not to be like someone else or to do other things that someone else is doing. And so you definitely being seen in a very high position here, having that golden aura. It's simply what I was picking up on, speaking on those cards that came through with the Egyptian Tarot deck. But you having that golden glow, that beautiful aura and energy. You may have a pet. You may just be a lover of birds. Very fruitful energy, seeing the grapes. And this being about the amount of harvest that you've been reaping because of the blessings and the work that you have put in. Experiencing that breadcrumbing with that Six of Pentacles and doing the work it takes to overturn that energy to make it work in your favor, where you are seeing reciprocity and balance, and very accomplished and proud of yourself for doing so. Stacking up coins. Three of Pentacles being about collaboration, cooperation, working together, but then also Trinity energy of your divinity. I feel that has to do with your fate and your rightful abundance of blessings, having that divine light energy and being a light worker and a healer. And what is coming for you, possibly a new home. You overall being balanced here, seeing the two trees, very rooted. Ancestral energy also coming through, connected to those trees. 9 energy being Sagittarius, your energy here. And then also the energy of Virgo with the Hermit being a card of 9 in the major arcana. That energy also being about healing energy. Super blessed. Your ruler also being Jupiter. There being a connection to Pisces there too. But that being about the expansion and the spirituality from within and your divine light, your destiny, and what is fated for you, which is a beautiful amount of blessings coming through for you. The red energy I'm getting as a part of the healing. I do feel it's connected to the ancestral energy, as I'm seeing the top of the trees being very similar to the shape of the headdress. A lover of wardrobe. I do feel it's a part of what it is that you've been manifesting. To be in, I'm just getting this being natural clothing that's created from love here. Created from love, but having a great amount of royalty attached to it. Green energy on the bottom here, I'm seeing that being just connected to your overall well-being and happiness. Connected to the heart chakra energy. You having that self-love and being able to give love and share love. Pentacles energy is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So more of that groundedness coming through. You being very responsible. Taking care of business. With the Virgo energy already coming through with that 9. It just reinforcing the energy of the Hermit and that divine connection. Having gone within and doing the work. Capricorn energy connected to Saturn, and that being a part of the discipline and the hard work. The also energy of, I'm getting a delicacy and being able to get along with many, and having just that happy energy, that being connected to Capricorn, but also go energy and climbing mountains, doing what it takes, doing what's necessary. Taurus energy, I'm getting that beauty energy, being ruled by Venus and the surroundings of one, but that super internal love from within, and it just being a part of this aura here that is totally all throughout you here. And this has been a very popular card for a lot of your past readings. Very happy to see this energy come back out for you here. Independent and also single. I do feel that for some of you, there's the energy of that 10 of Pentacles. And you being at a certain discretion when it comes to partnership, having learned lessons and now having more boundaries. And I just did that last shuffle to get that 9 of Pentacles energy, since it was spoken on quite heavily, back into the mix of the cards there. So let's see what we have for your mind card. King of Pentacles. So your stability being very important. Not only do we have the 9 of Pentacles, but we have the King of Pentacles here too as well. So you're definitely about your money, your finances, taking care of business. You've done a lot of hard work. Now it's time to reap that harvest and really truly see those blessings. In that 9 of Pentacles, you were surrounded by the grapes. And this King of Pentacles, with this being in your mindset, you're wearing the grapes. How dope is this? Super dope. King energy makes up Emperor energy, which is a part of Aries. But that being a card of 4, that having to do with that stability. 4th house energy of Cancer. Protecting oneself, this being a great investment. You being a great investor. Knowing what it is that you're doing with your money. Knowing how to multiply. Being fruitful and multiplying. Like, I can't even begin to describe. It's like a strong magician energy. You being very creative. It being connected to Empress energy too. But you being very creative when it comes to your gifts. Knowing how to do so many things in so many ways. That being a part of your expansion too. Free spirit energy. You getting an idea and just really going with it and going for it. And this bringing in a great amount of abundance here too for you. You're removing blockages and releasing what no longer serves, helping you to come into this glow up and shine here with this King of Pentacles. One who is very much love, has a lot of love to give, protective of what one has gained and earned. I'm getting a strong connection here to a King of Cup energy here, where I see one boot. We don't see the other boot. That boot possibly being a part of this water energy and taking a dip of the toe, where that's very clear and evident in the King of Cups. So I'm getting King of Cups energy here for you too. And the Emperor energy is all 4 kings in one here. So that just wanting to come through, and the amount of love and purity and intuitiveness from within yourself here coming through in this King of Pentacles connected to that King of Cups. But you, again, being very grounded with the amount of pentacles that are coming through. Also having an Ace of Pentacles, that new beginning connected to the Sun energy. And that 1 and that 9 coming together for that new. I feel it's connected to this Ace of Pentacles here. You starting on a foundation that's bringing in a great amount of wealth and success for you. With your creations and your determination and your power and strength. That new home energy, you being here, this being in your mind, it's taking place. That wheel is shifting, cycles are closing, you're doing the necessary work, and that even more of that abundance is coming through here. You being closer to your dreams and your goals. For your body, we have the 7 of Swords, this being in reverse. And I'm going to keep it as that. I feel there is that deception coming through, this being connected to that Knave of Pentacles with that illumination. The light being shining all over him here, or her. I'm getting both female and male energies that you've dealt with that have been immature, using your sunlight to benefit and to gain monetary wealth, finances. And again, if not money, where I do feel for a lot of you, it is about money. The presence of you and your aura, feeding off of that too. But stealing, this being a part of theft, stealing and trying to run away from you here. But I feel that they're running right into a wall with that exposure and that illumination coming through from the sun. With the deception too, I do feel there's, and this being a swords energy, some kind of manipulation to try to sabotage you as well. With that 5 of Swords, connected to that 5 of Wands and that competition and that fighting energy, connected to the 3 of Swords there too. Seeing this upright, we have 3 swords here and 2 swords here, combining to create this 5 of Swords. That 5 of Swords being about doing whatever it is that it takes to win at all costs, no matter how nasty or low vibrational it can be. I feel this is in reverse because you have uncovered and illuminated with your energy and your strength and determination and continuing to move forward, but also doing this for yourself, surrendering to the universe and the universal light, that sunlight, and also the moon energy. I feel with the illumination being at 3%, that being a part of the darkness. The dark is also illuminating too as well. The dark and the light go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. So with that darkness, there's that light. And this just being about an uncovering of the 7 of Swords bullshit that you have been dealing with. This being in the physical energy here. That person looking right at you, trying to run this way. And again, I do feel that they're running right into a wall because this energy is reaping what they are sowing. That judgment energy coming through, that comes after the Sun card with you surrendering, and that 19, that 20 being that next step. Consequences. After those consequences, ending of karmic cycles with the World card, and that being a card of 21, breaking down to a 3. Speaking to that 3 energy that you transmuted, that was in that 3 of Pentacles, of the 9 of Pentacles. Swords energy is air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. 7 energy speaks to Libra energy, this person being imbalanced. That just being connected to the childhood trauma type situation that a lot of the energies I feel that you have dealt with have not necessarily healed from. This being an opportunity with the illumination of their darkness to be able to face their darkness so that they can heal and make better decisions and choices, because they're only hurting themselves. What they have attempted to do to you and towards you, they're just completely doing this to themselves. They're doing it to themselves. That being a part of that running into a wall energy here, where I do feel they're trying to get away with something, looking right at you, not looking in the direction where they're supposed to be going, and there being something right here that they're just going to run right into. Not being successful. And this being a part of the 8 energy as well, with that 5 and that 3, the 5 of Wands and that 3 of Swords. Also being the symbol for the infinity, and that being about as above, so as below. What you put out there is what you get back. It being energetic law. Nobody is above it. Let's see what we have for your spirit. Choice made. This being that wall. This being that wall. You made your choice. You are no longer, you know who it is that has been deceptive, who's been lying, who's been stealing, who's been taking, who's been copying from you, attempting to be like you, stealing ideas from you. And you just being very strong, stable, going about your business, being very confident and knowing, and looking like a true boss all the way through this here. You continue to glow up and show up. in many magnificent ways here. And because of your confidence and your knowing and having faith in the universe, and just, I feel there's been a real true uncovering about the blessing that's really designed for you. You're doing some discoveries, that being internal work, but then it also producing some kind of message for you on the outer, where I do feel that you've received confirmation on your fated blessings and the gift that you really truly have to be able to be seen through major cycles and overcoming. And that being a part of the 7 energy too, with the Chariot energy. The Chariot card being a card of 7 in the major arcana. This being a card of 6 that comes right before the Chariot, the Lovers. There being a disconnect when it comes to soulmates. And this doesn't have to be about romantic. I do feel this is just about you not having love for, you having compassion and still having love from within, but no longer giving the amount of love that you've given to particular energies and situations. You no longer investing. That being a part of that 7 energy too, connected to the 7 of Pentacles, with that being in reverse. You invested in this particular energy in some kind of way, and they continue to feed off of that and take from you rather than giving back, is what I'm getting. That just coming through very strongly. You having the greatest intention and wanting to work together, being about reciprocity and fairness and balance. And this energy or energies just taking advantage of that, assuming that they could do this particular action or these actions when it came to you, and finding out that they're wrong. This being that wall here that they're running right into, and it being a huge ass no. That 6 energy connected to that 6 of Pentacles, with this being a card of 6, but then also the energy of 6th house Virgo energy connected to that Hermit, and that light shining yet again with a divine light coming from you. So in that dealing with you, and again thinking that they could take some kind of actions towards you, you being a complete light worker and divine destined being here in this lifetime, and really truly having that power from within because you did the work. And so any kind of energies like this will not be successful. Very simple here. You making a choice to no longer take part in that toxicity. This also can deal with cheating energy here too. So we have 2 energies of cheating. This being in your spirit, and this just being a huge, again, huge ass no. And this being a card of Gemini. So that being connected to that infinity symbol too, with the infinity symbol being right above the Magician's head and the Magician card. And that is on the front of the box here. We can see that 8 energy as an infinity symbol. So also too, possibly dealing with the deception and this double energy coming through of theft and stealing, cheating, Magician in reverse, what you were dealing with, this light being all over this energy here. They're not being able to hide in any more darkness. Because again, it's about balance being restored. And the balsamic moon energy, I feel it's just a part of that illumination from both the moon and the sun. And that being the balance from you overall from within, helping you to have strength to say no to this particular energy and no longer manifesting this. You meeting this in this lifetime here, meeting these particular energies to be able to bring these to a close. Bringing them to a close, having that knowing that once you bring these to a close, you can open up the gates to even more abundance by manifesting greater, rather than having a manifestation of these continuous energies in these cycles, because this type of behavior will continue to stay in the same damn cycle and you're no longer having it. You want no parts of it, and it being very clear right here in your spirit. All right, so I'm going to move this over here. We'll get to your clarifiers. And clarify the King of Pentacles. And this fell right on that. You're sitting very comfortably, very confident. I'm getting hangman energy connected to that world card in the 3. The hangman being a card of 12, that also being a 3 energy. 3 energy is also empress energy. And that was coming through connected to the emperor energy, connected to the king energy. Your balance, sun and moon. 3 of cups. The energy lately for the readings for the tribe, this 3 of cups has not been about happiness. It's been about a 3-headed monster. I'll see if I can find it here. This initially came out in the Gemini moon reading. And we do have strong Gemini that's present here. We have the 3-headed monster energy that's here. This is not the 3 of cups, but this is the judgment card that comes right after the sun card that I just was speaking on. This being a card of 20. 3 energy. You being, I feel, that balance energy of 3 and the exposure coming through with the 3 energies of toxicity that you've dealt with. So this 3 of cups, I'm feeling this energy of this 3-headed monster here. And this being a particular energy that's also receiving a judgment call here due to the actions that have taken place when it comes to you. Not being able to get away with it because you have mentally and spiritually prepared yourself to overcome and complete cycles here. So this no longer continuing here. With this being in reverse and then this energy also running right into the Lovers, which is a part of your strong spirit here. And then on the flip side of this, with this coming underneath the King of Pentacles, because this initially coming through as this energy here, and this just being about the exposure here. I feel this is about your light shining on this particular energy here. On the upside of that 3 of cups, I do feel that because of the accomplishment and where it is that you sit and the success that you continue to bring in because of the hard work that you've done, taking a dip, that was coming through, taking a toe and dipping it in the water here, that being connected to the Temperance and also the Star card. This being a part of that water you're taking a dip in. You're taking a risk by being light and exposing what it is that you've gone through. And doing this gracefully, very meticulously too. This 7 of Swords could definitely, with this being in your atmosphere and your reading, you also having part of that 7 of Swords with the meticulousness and the way that you are maneuvering, how it is that you're surrendering. This being about surrendering energy here too. And because you're surrendering and allowing the universe, the light just continues to shine brighter on what it is that you are experiencing, but then also the energies of others who have taken action against you in an immature way. But I do feel with this being clarified for the King of Pentacles for you in the mind, you being in a more positive mind state and having more of transmuting energies when it comes to any kind of negativity because of how much it is that you've dealt with. And that being a part of how it is that you've overcome by being in that high vibration. Taking the negative energy from that 3 of cups and making it work in your favor here. This being water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Ophiuchus. And we'll leave this here. And we'll clarify the 7 of Swords in reverse. Clarify the 7 of Swords in reverse. And notice where that fell. Almost like they like trying to run past the wall or run through the wall or over the wall. Queen of Pentacles. And I did say that this was male or female. I do feel that it could be both energies. Because I was getting multiple energies and I was getting a male and a female energy. That same energy that was in that Knave of Pentacles. Very similar to this Queen of Pentacles here. This also being counterpart energy with the King of Pentacles being here and then the Queen of Pentacles being here. So for a lot of you, I feel that counterpart energy is connected to some kind of romantic relation. And then for the other energy that I was getting, that possibly having to do with business, career, or work in some kind of way. This could also be connected to that third-party situation. And there could be an energy of someone who is pregnant. Three energy here. I feel that this person exposed themselves pretty much by you sitting still and your aura just shining because of the actions that they've taken against you or towards you. That light just shining because of their own actions, and that darkness being a part of them facing the choices that they've made. And more light shining on a particular individual here. Connected to the three-headed monster energy, them telling on themselves. Seeing that flower there, that's an energy of 3. For the upside of that 7 of Swords, with you being meticulous, I do feel this is also about you shining the light. And that just being a part of this King of Pentacles and the balance from within yourself here. But putting light and bringing light to a situation that had to do with the 3 energy. Third-party energy, three-headed monster energy, 3 of Swords energy. And doing it in a way that's meticulous. I feel that with these flowers, it's almost like a decoy. But the truth coming out about a situation dealing with the 7 of Swords in reverse. And even with the copying energy, I just feel that it may be possible with the surroundings here and you being into gardening and whatnot. This individual also attempting to be like you in some kind of way. And it just not working. This person has to be themselves here. It's not going to work in trying to be someone else. But this overall being over too, with that 7 of Swords being in reverse. This just being about the uncovering of what it is that you're putting behind you and releasing so that you can really truly move forward and move on. Clarify the Lovers in reverse. We have the Knave of Pentacles in reverse. This being that monstrous no. Part of that no energy. You making a choice when it comes to this particular energy. Very clear cut and simple here. And it's very interesting. I think it's so neat. And thank you, Spirit, for this card coming out again for this reading. And that just being about the exposure of the truth here. The light shining on the truth because there's been too much darkness and balance is being restored. You're saying no to the immaturity, the toxicity, the theft, the stealing, the backstabbing, the betrayal, the lies. I'm also getting this energy being a part of what was coming through with trying to be a part of a certain group, looking a certain way or acting a certain way in order to be cool. And that being a part of what's coming through here, trying to manifest this. But doing so in a way where it's feeding off of your light. With you no longer supplying your light and you sitting still, that universal light coming through is what is exposing all of this. With you keeping your light and having boundaries, knowing how to share your light and your aura, that being a part of the amount of abundance here too, and bringing in that 3 of Cups happiness for you. But this just being a no, and that being a no, this being that wall, because this person is exposed. Exposed for the 7 of Swords, stealing, copywriting, taking your ideas. I'm also getting contracts, making up things, doing things in a certain way that aren't true, falsifying evidence. And I'm seeing the pot here underneath that's supporting this easel here, where that could be a part of what one has planted, the seeds that one has planted. You uncovering this and seeing the truth of a situation when it comes to a lot of people. And having big boundaries and saying no so that cycles can be completed. You've learned your lesson. And know how to take care of yourself. You're better for it. You took it and transmuted this energy rather than staying down and allowing these energies to overcome. That being very strongly stated here. Beautiful Sagittarius moons. I love it. And you have no idea. I'll just say before I move on here, or maybe you do have an idea, because with each of your readings, very legit, there has been some kind of active resistance, something that has taken place for your readings in some kind of way to maybe keep the readings from you, to mess up your readings, to not do the readings. I will say this evening, and it's 1:54 in the morning here, it was not easy getting into this reading. But I stayed persistent because I felt the strength of you and your energy and how strongly you wanted this message to come through. And now I see why. Let's get to your final card. And I know I mentioned this being possibly also a part of third-party energy. I do feel this could be an ex or someone that you were connected to as a soulmate in romantic partnership. That being a part of this energy here too. An ex or someone that had you in a, or that was a part of a third party with you and someone else, with that cheating energy. And this person being that cheater here too, connected to this, and this being the third person. That coming through as well. But this person also having this from within them, and that being how they were able to magnetize this energy, and that being reflective energy for them. Them also experiencing this particular energy here too, and that being part of the projection that came towards you. And also connected to that childhood trauma. So even mother energy with the Queen of Pentacles, who may be more concerned about finances and money and that just being the important thing from the time that they gave birth. And given birth to energy that you are connected to in a soulmate partnership. And that being a part of the carrying on and the toxicity and the cycling. You removing yourself from this. For Sagittarius moons, one card please. Sagittarius moon. Sagittarius moons. Those wanted to fall, so I'll let them fall. Let's see what we have. All right, so we have the Hierophant in reverse. I'm just getting this being the ending of a contract and this being no longer. 6 energy is coming through. Seeing the hexagon energy, and that being connected to this Lovers in reverse, this being a no, contract over, cycle closing, it's done. And that being that 5 energy connected to that 5 of Wands and also this 5 of Swords from the 7 of Swords. Death card energy in reverse, this being a Fucus energy and also Scorpio energy. And it's just being about that cycling energy and staying stuck and stagnant in old cycles that are a disservice. Not just to that person or those people, but to the world. We're all connected. I do feel that, again, what has been experienced by these energies And then running into this wall here, this being transformative energy, being resistant to change is what's coming through for this death card in reverse. Going through this change and it being a process because the cycle is closing. And this person, that just being a part of that Seven of Swords. Still wanting to cling on and have a cycle continue, and you're done. It's very clear here with the amount of abundance and the happiness coming through with the Three of Cups. You overturning that three-headed monster and benefiting off of that. The way that you've been fed off of and benefited off of, taken for granted, also used and disrespected. You taking your power back, you brought that abundance towards yourself, and now you're happy. But there being a resistance to change here and transformation, and I do feel it's coming from these energies here. Yeah, you taking a leap of faith. That being that dip of toe, the toe dipping here in the water that we can't really see, where I'm getting that connection to the King of Cups there too with the intuitiveness. Also High Priestess energy as well. But with the Fool card, this being you is that free spirit, taking a leap of faith and doing what's best for you. I do feel that with what you've experienced, you stepped outside of the box, you tried it, and made a discovery on what was taking place. Realize what you needed to do for yourself and from within yourself, and starting anew here to make sure that as you continue to move forward, you're manifesting blessings, but also manifesting with boundaries. Having learned from the past in many ways, and I'm just getting that Nine of Pentacles energy coming through again with the Saturnian energy of Capricorn, the Venus energy from Taurus, and the Mercurial energy from Virgo. And that being a part of your stability and groundedness. Starting completely new here. Not knowing what lies ahead, but knowing that what it is that you're moving away from definitely has to be better than that. You willing to take part in this because it's who you are. It's in your soul. Your Sagittarius soul. Your beautiful soul. So this being a part of that new, this comes after the World card. 22 major arcanas. This being a wholeness here, the energy of nothingness, and you being in your creatrix power here of abundance, reaping harvest, having stayed in that pure state and full of integrity, able to move forward successfully and start anew on a new cycle of manifesting here. Have fun and enjoy yourself. I'm hearing the possibilities are endless. You're in that beautiful expansion, very abundant, very happy. Having gone through a lot, again, as I'm seeing the melancholy energy here on the Fool's face, but having that knowing that you are safe, protected, and guided, vulnerable, but very much willing to move into some exciting adventures. That's the Sagittarius way. Lovely energy here. And we'll just leave those over there. Sagittarius moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, enriching, and empowering for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.